Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about something a little outside of the box. I got a message, and it says, Bo, I really liked the idea of wild theories holding people back in their own lives. I think it's true, but I think there's a foundation for the foundation you mentioned. There are a bunch of claims that get echoed without resistance because people see them as harmless. I don't think they are. Before my dad was Googling pizza places, he was looking into aliens meeting ancient people. It just seemed quirky, so nobody said anything. It might be really useful if you'd give your take on stuff like that every once in a while. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. If you start to accept theories that don't really have a lot of evidence, you may become more susceptible to accepting theories that are actually a little more harmful. Now, when it comes to stuff like this, I kind of like them on one hand because they're cool thought exercises and it helps you think outside the box. At the same time, I'm not so sure this one is actually harmless. So let's just start with the basic premise. The idea is that a super advanced species traveled space, time, dimension, whatever, and ran into ancient man, Stone Age man. And this super advanced species thought it would be a good use of their time to teach them to work with stone. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There's not a lot of evidence to back this stuff up. It's all interpretations of various things, most times outside of the general consensus of the experts in the field. Doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong, but it certainly doesn't mean you should put a lot of stock in the theory. This one in particular, though, the premise is shaky at best, but there's something else that's always bothered me about it. Where did these visitors meet people? The Aztecs, Incans, Mayans, Egypt, right? You know, we could go on with this list for a long time, but let's do it the short way. Where didn't they meet people? Europe. You know, ancient Greece didn't take place too long after some of this stuff that gets talked about in this theory. They had pretty amazing architecture. Nobody suggests that that had to have been done by people from another planet. It seems, in many ways, that it is just another way of reinforcing a Eurocentric history. This view that history revolves around Europe. That's kind of what it seems like. There's no way those people over there, there's no way they would have been able to develop this technology. There's no way they could have done this without help. I mean, it's like saying these civilizations, these cultures couldn't have flourished without assistance from Europe. I don't like it for that reason. This one, to me, I don't think it is harmless. I think it reinforces that idea. When you run across theories that are, let's just say, light on evidence, and they're based on interpretation, they're based on feeling, they're based on looking at things a certain way, it's probably a good idea to take a hard look at what preconceived notions that theory reinforces, because it may be something like this. Those people over there, there's no way they could have done that. Brown people couldn't have done that. It had to be green people. I don't know that it's harmless. It does. It seems like a foundation to that foundation. Something that reinforces the idea that the only culture capable of doing anything is one that originated in Europe. Not just is that wrong for obvious reasons, it's historically inaccurate. So I think that's probably your strongest take. That may be one of the best ways to look at it. Now, if you want to entertain something like this as a thought exercise, sure, why not? But to put stock in it and allow the acceptance of this theory with very, very, very scant evidence to go unchecked, and to allow that to lead you to buying into other theories later with little evidence or no evidence, it's probably not a good road to go down. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.